was born, I had one incredible stroke of luck. And I was born a Maori in this country, and I have a relationship with all the mountains and the rivers and the trees and the people of this country. I'm second youngest of a family of 13, really, because we whangaid my older sister Mona, and also my cousin Ray Ray, and there were a whole lot of others too who my mum and dad looked after, but her actual birth children, she had 12, and I'm second youngest, and by the time we came along, all the older brothers and sisters used to look after us.
Tuoka nei pāpā. I whānau ai ki roto I tauranga. Ko tōnei ui, ko ngai te rangi, ngā tirangi inoi. Te apu, tōna apu, ko piri rākau. Ki tōna taa, ki roto I taranaki, ko ngā tiru inoi. E te I o ona taa, kei roto I Waikato, ko te apu Aotearoa. Taku māmā, no te atiawa, me e te I o ona taa, kei roto I te waipou namu. Oiara.
We didn't have much money, so but we had a lot of aroha and a lot of land to play in, and we had fresh fruit because we had fruit trees everywhere. And, we always had vegetables, always a lot of food, and a lot of people around. We had eels from the river, and we had kaimoana from the sea. Everything was fresh, and then we'd have to go out and bring kaimoana in for the elders, so we'd come back and redistribute the food that we had, and that sort of taught us, it taught us whakapapa really.
Our job when we were kids was to milk the cows and that and do the farm work. And Darcy's job, because he was younger than us, it was Gemma and my other sister Nancy, who's passed away. We used to be milking the cows, and Dad used to help us about the shed too. But Darcy's job was to bring our morning tea down. Nancy and Gemma had to get away to school. As soon as we milked the cows, they'd be off home, have a quick clean up, and then off to school. Never had time for breakfast or anything. Darcy used to bring it down. Darcy used to stand at the top of the hill, and he'd be looking around. He's got a tea billy in his hand, and he's got his sandwiches in the other hand, and he's looking around all over the place. And, you know, I wondered what the hell he was doing there, because he seems to be just looking around. You just get so brassed off, because when we had a break, we had the cups on the cows and that, just put a new lot in. Well, that was the time for Gemma and Nancy to have their morning tea. Darcy would be still standing on the hill, and I had to give him a few choice words to get him down. But it still came down in his own time. Couldn't hurry him. There was one thing about Darcy, you couldn't hurry him. He had something on his mind. He'd come down, and he was ready when he was ready. Hey, Jimmy, he was always the same.
I was always a little kid who just looked at things. He just watched people and became fascinated with the world around me. I used to try and disappear from working too hard for my dad and lie in the long grass and just look at the clouds going by. And at night I'd just go outside and just lie down on the lawn and just look at the stars. I was always an artist. I was always a person who looked at things and thought about them and felt them. I created art right through as a kid. I sold my first artwork when I was 9 years of age for 30 shillings, and that encouraged me. We had history all around us, and my mum and dad were big, and brothers and sisters. But there were photographs all around, you know, of ancestors, and I found out who they were, and some of them would sort of live and die, and there were a lot of old people there. Some had Fulchin Moko. I still remember them, and I guess I was that kid who just kept looking at them, you know, fascinated by their faces and the lines on their faces and their laughter and expressions and things like that.
I moi te tamaiti a Darcy, I roto I te rūma e riri ana ngā whakaahua o ngā mātua tūpuna. Karapotia ana ia e ngā mata. He tamaiti ka nohi ho miro a Darcy. I kite ia I te moko mūhani o tōna tūpuna a wātene tau ngātara. A hakoa ko hunaia te moko e te kaita Pākehā, nā Darcy anō te moko I tā.
Sharp knife, eh?
He wahine raranga a Whero Bailey, he tino kui a hoki ia no Taranaki.
Ai, ki te au I tērā I te kāinga o tana, o na mātua I kairau. Āhua mataku ki au, te kitinga tana whakātu tuatahi. Te roana angeau e titiroana ki taua whakāua, ki te au I ngā mata o ngā tāngata ne ki ana he wairua. Engari te haari ko tana whaia iaia kōrerona mō ngā whakaahua. Kei te iri mai I roti tōna kāinga o tana tama Darcy. E te waka pātai. E hai pēnei ai te whakātu ana I roti ona nei mahi. Ka ki mai tana whaia. Ko tōna wairua. E wairua kei aia. Kei aia ona nei whakaro. Kei aia ona nei matakite. Ana, a koe ni pē e kore puta mai tana manga I ngari kei roto I ona ringaringa.
You know, my mum was brought up by all the older women, and because me and my brother Gary were the two youngest, we'd be sitting with them as they sang all the waiata, and so they'd all stand and they looked after my mum and taught her all the old waiata, and they would sort of play with us and talk to us when we were kids, and that would be an all-way marae. And so you'd have this nice soft sound of the waiata and its oldest sound, which is quite different to the sound you now. It's almost a bit like a swing song, you know. Whereas there it was a soft sound that sort of caressed the earth and lifted everyone up on the spiritual plane. It's quite a different sound. And you'd, as a kid, because the elders would talk all night, the huis would go on all night, all day, and then you'd just watch little things happening, and you'd be taught you couldn't walk in front of elders when they were talking, so you'd sit there patiently and try and find something to amuse yourself, and one way is to just look at things and, I guess, photograph them in your mind and your subconscious, and just try and amuse yourself. Look at the carvings and kōwhaiwhai and people running in and out and other little kids who are breaking the rules and protocol and all the stuff that was around me, when I was a kid. You sort of move this parallel world between the physical and the spiritual. And when you ask me these questions, I'm sort of stuck in between it. Yeah, so the work sort of, the art has to come from inside of you. But it's very, very difficult to talk about what it actually is, because I'm sort of, sometimes when I look at some of our old people, I know their whole history, and it's quite a strange feeling when I look at the land and I realise that I'm part of that, and what's all there is really important to us. And then I spend time with native peoples around the world, in Africa and Aborigines in Australia, and I sort of realise that these people have the same feelings of land and people and ancestors and who they are, and it's really important when you're sort of tied up with this whole area of identity and generations who are living and dying, and who you are, and children still to be born is really, really important to them, and it's important to us, and that's what comes out in my artwork, and I can't really do anything about it. I have to create it and write about it and sculpt it. And then I hit it with the bigger tool later, and that takes all this top bit off. I use power tools for that. My parents always said, if you want to really do work for the people, go out and understand the way that the world works. And I met a great person really called Patrick McCaskill, who was a professor of English, and he taught a lot of the Maori writers of my age, and he made an agreement with me that I would educate him on Maori things and he would educate me in the English language. And then another great friend of mine was an English guy too called Teddy Goldsmith, and Teddy's a wonderful environmentalist, and he gave me the confidence to write, because he said, you speak well, so write as you speak. And that's what I did in my book, and that's what I've done right through. They played significant parts in my English language.
He tohunga whakairoa he mi Sungrin. He kaitia ki taonga Maori hoki, ki te whare taonga o Pukeariki.
Tūtake atu au ia Darcy i au I whitire I ngā tau ki muri. Wakātūranga te mai. Nā ka kite ai te te oku mai, nā ka mea mai. E tama nau tēnā, ka kia te, nā ku tēnā. Ka mai te, ka pai. Ka kia te, engari, hei whakaaro mau, anei te me, waka tika, anei te me, o ka pai ake ai te rau mai. Nā mai taua wā, koe e kite ana ko Darcy te tangata tino mōio, e tino ka ana ki te tautoko, ki te aki, ki te awina i te rangatai. Ana mai anō i taua wā, kua kitea kuia te o ngā taimua. O ngā taimua, o ngā tounga, e ata mōio nei ki ngā huatanga o te ao toi. Te ao Maori, toi Maori nei, toi Pākehā, ki tā wā i ki tu atu.
Nā tōna whiwhinga i te karahipi Fulbright i te tau 1924, i haere a Darcy ki Amerika ki te rangahau i ngā mahi toe o tangata whenua kē.
Both of these are all very powerful pieces here.
Mai anō i hoki atu ia me ngā tūmomo kaupapa, hei kawe i ngā mahi toi Māori. Mai ngā kākano o tana haerenga tuatahi hei kai whakawhiwhi karahipi, i tipu ngā aka o te rākau, e hora nei i roto i āna mahi.
So an artist has to do what they must do.
What has to be done. So we're going to select the pieces for Maori market. And she who watches has to be the one who goes, because she has to watch.
She does. And then the poster, is of She Who Watches. And I think that's an excellent choice. Darcy and I have known each other for over 20 years, and we met in Santa Fe. And Jean Quick-to-See Smith came and picked me up, because I was there by myself, and she thought I should be entertained, and so she took me to her artist dinner, which Darcy was invited to as well, and we sat at the same table, and I thought, oh my gosh, who is this wonderful looking man? He looks like he could be my father's brother, and we looked related until he started talking, and I thought, oh, where's he from? He's not from here. He's not native. And so he said he was a Maori from New Zealand, and that was the first I'd heard of a Maori, let alone seeing an actual one, which was just really thrilling for me. And so we got to visiting, and I knew he was an artist because he said he was in such a rush to come to the U.S. that he forgot his slides at home. I thought, that guy is an artist, and because I've forgotten my slides too. And so we had a wonderful kindred spiritship going on.
He hara i te mea māna anake ngā mahi toe. Whakapūmautia e ia te whakawhitiwhiti i ngā āhuatanga katoa e pāna ki ngā mahi toe, ki wainganui i a tātou ko ngā tāngata whenua o te ao.
We'll see you later.
No reire e tautoko ana, e aro ātu ana ki ai, nā runga i tāna kaa ki te awina i au. Ao me mātou katoa, e nui ngā tangata, kua tautoko na e Darcy. No reira e tikana pēr, kei te wakai mai pēr rātou katoa, kua tino kaha Darcy ki te awina i a mātou ko ngā taina, ko ngā tamariki, ko ngā rangatai e timata ana i tēnei warai.
He aho here ia ngai Maori, tēnei mea te manaaki i te tangata. He tirohanga āmua, he maumaharatanga ōmua. Ko tēnei te ahurea o te whānau o Darcy. Ko ōna pakiaka kua mau, ki roto i ngā mātāpono o Parihaka. He hōnore te tūtaki i te whānau o te tangata. Mā konei koe e aku ai, ko wairā ia.
Ko tōku tūpuna ko te rangi mataturu. Te i o ngā kaumātu i te rawa, wainga nui a ngā kainga o Parihaka. Ko ia te i o a rātou nei, he mau ere ki te pare mau here i o tākau. E rua ngā tau he noho ana tātou nei tūpuna ki reira. E muri i tērā ka oki atu ki te kāinga o Parihaka, he noho ana i tērā wā. Ka tai te wā o te pāua. Ka wei ana ngā tangata o Parihaka i tērā wā. Ko tōku tūpuna te rangi matatoru, ka oki ki te wai.